Go. Does it work?
Yes, it's on. I'm just going to intro in a minute. I'm just going to give it a couple of seconds.
Out of blues.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today you can see us. Obviously last week we were behind the voices, but we weren't actually in it. This week it's a lovely day, so we thought we'd bring it to the garden. The flag. How are you today, Dad?
Not too bad, mate.
Yeah, good, are you?
Out of blues.
Today's video is not going to be so much of a discussion, because obviously not a lot going on in the football world, is there?
No,
obviously coronavirus isn't brilliant. It's still here. But we've got some questions that have been sent in. Are you ready to answer them?
Yep, let's go.
Right. Well, if I get the first one up. The first one I'm going to say is from Sam Carey. Has sent in, whose contract do you want renewed? And also, do you want Kenny Jackett to stay if we do not go up?
That's a tricky question. Whose contract do I want renewed?
So you pick one player from our squad.
Christian Burgess.
Yeah, to be honest, I probably agree with you on that one. Key player this season, and obviously last season as well. Last season he had mistakes in him, like Doncaster when he came on, maybe like when Watmore was injured. But now I think he's tightened up his game, and he's looking like the replacement for Matt Clark anyway.
Yeah, I'll definitely give him a new contract straight away.
Yeah.
And what's the other question?
Do you think keep Jackett if we don't go up? I mean, there's questions about him already. If we don't go up,
that's a toughie.
I mean, he's definitely got a history.
Personally, I think first season in League One we finished 8th.
After promotion as well, which is
steady, not too bad. Last season we finished 4th.
Progression.
And we it was progression, but we slipped.
But we messed up the title, obviously, and then.
But we slipped down.
We probably should have gone up last year. To be fair.
This year, obviously, we don't know what's going on. I think.
Don't know what's going to happen though. Obviously, we're 4th at the minute.
Personally, I'd probably keep Kenny Jackett. I know that might sound like
negative, possibly.
Negative, but I mean, who are we going to get to replace him?
That's obviously the problem you have if you sack a manager.
Who would replace him?
Who are you going to bring in? Obviously, I think if we don't go up, there's a lot of pressure on him. I mean, on the owners as well to say what they're going to do.
I think in terms of then you've got to look at things like recruitment.
There's a lot of aspects of sacking a manager.
I mean, we're talking at the moment. We're 4th in the league. Whether it starts or
whether it restarts or gets ended, we are 4th.
We are 4th. Joint on points with the team that's in 3rd.
Only 2 points off promotion.
Exactly. So we're not in a bad place as it sits. If the season was to end now, obviously I'd keep him as the manager for next season, no doubt about that.
But he's not had his chance.
He's not had his chance to even progress.
He's not finish it. But I'd say if the season does finish, and we obviously get to complete those games, and we get to the playoffs again, or if we get to the playoffs again, or if anything bad happens and we slip completely, which I'm not going to write off now because we were 7 points clear of the title last year. But if anything like that does happen and we losing the playoffs again, then surely you've got to be questioning the integrity of Jackett, because we're consistent, but we're not.
Not the integrity of it.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I used the wrong word there. I did use the wrong word. Integrity. But you've got to question his mentality and whether it's. I think the football he obviously plays is not.
I think sometimes he plays what you'd probably call hoofball.
Jackett ball, as the Pompey fans have called it.
We've been to numerous away games this season where some of the tactics have looked like a bit like.
Well, if you look at Fleetwood away, when we went there, not actually that long ago.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, we haven't
playing football.
We haven't got a forlorn right to go up.
No team has.
Sunderland struggling, massive team. As much as I don't like them, but they're a massive, big team.
Club.
Ipswich,
massive team.
Nowhere near the playoffs at the moment, struggling.
But then,
so there's no
God-given right to get promoted.
There's no God-given right to say, "Oh, Pompey, we're this and we're that."
Look at
Fleetwood punching a massive above their weight.
Fleetwood are chasing us. They nearly beat us in that part.
Yeah, well, you got to. But
there's many aspects, but
I personally would not get rid of Jackett.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'd be torn because he's definitely got a record of getting teams out of this division. You can't deny that.
But I don't think
But-
as Portsmouth fans, we can't be waiting 4, 5, 6 years
in
to
League
get
One.
to the Championship.
I mean, no matter
I
how
mean-
much it's not got given right, as a club, progression is key.
I mean, I think
As any club, progression is
we're-
key.
we're-
6 years in one division
Yeah,
as a
of
club like
course.
us is.
I think we're on a stable footing now. I think
Obviously, the owners have come in. They're
the
doing
clubs are on the right way.
2 million profit announced last week.
Yeah, that's true. Some of that was obviously due to player sales, Chaplin, Matt
Jacqueline
Clark, etc.
low.
Lower.
But they're obviously now also doing work on the North Stand. That's begun this week.
I mean, you've got to. We're on a decent platform.
We're definitely on an incline as a club.
Right, we go.
Anyway, next question's also from Sam. He says, "What do you think is going to happen about Wembley? Do you think they'll postpone it?"
Yes.
Well, you reckon they'll just postpone it for a later date?
That's just hypothetical, really. I personally think we'd be lucky to play that at Wembley, and if we do, it will probably be. It could even be in the winter.
It could be any time,
Or
couldn't it?
you can't. You don't know what's going to go on there.
But then I don't think they can afford to refund 50,000
yeah, I mean,
tickets.
then you look at this.
the financial side of
We've
it.
sold 52,000 tickets, so obviously for us that would be for a club perspective that would be a massive loss to
But even
refund.
for Salford, just getting there, for that to be cancelled, it'd be like.
Yeah, but whether
Anyway, so you think postponing? Yeah.
I think it might be played later on this year, but I think that is
Yeah.
we'll have to wait and see. It all depends when the football season starts again.
But yeah, obviously.
I think that's
Or when
pretty
it's
much that's the biggest thing when the football season starts again.
Yeah. Well, we've got 2 more here from Sam. He says, "All right, another question. Do you think the owners should give away free travel to fans for away matches, or at least some away games, especially the long ones, like other clubs do for their fans? For example, Stoke and Reading. Do you think we should give away travel for free to certain away games?"
It's probably not a bad idea, but you're talking logistics.
It's not a bad idea for like
Yeah,
fans, but for the owners to splash out the cash on.
In terms of a business, can I see that happening at Portsmouth? No,
As
I
a
can't.
business model, that wouldn't work.
Yeah, I can't
I
see
mean,
that.
I'd love for it to happen because obviously it's cheaper to go away, isn't it? You get
Yeah,
more
yeah.
money to enjoy
I
your day,
can't-
but
I can't see that happening.
I can see them setting up club travel that's better than Luckett's. I can see that happening
Yeah.
in the future, like the Pompey, like an actual coach for Pompey.
Yeah.
Because Luckett's obviously they do help the club out massively with the coaches, but I can see things being set up in the future for the club to actually take their own coaches away.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
But I can't see the club paying for it. 'Cause I can see it happening if like we have a leasing.com trophy game away at somewhere if we don't go up. I can see them paying for that one day or a one-off, or like a Tuesday night at Sunderland. I can see them financing that, but I can't see them financing it weekly.
I can't see that's going to happen.
Because you think of the amount of Pompey fans travelling away each week as well. It's
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And the final one from Sam. Do you think we need a bigger stadium? For example, like Sunderland, going to the stadium like for bigger crowds and hospitality boxes if we go back to the Championship or the Premier League, so we compete financially. Because there's no way we can compete with the clubs with better match day income in the Premier League being up front.
No, that's completely right. Yeah, I think in terms of if we were to go to the Championship, certainly the Premier League, the stadium has got to be expanded
Or a move.
or a move. I mean,
I don't want to move, but
it's not feasible to go to the Premier League. Maybe not so much the Championship. But even,
the Championships would be fine because you look at the clubs that have gone there.
yes, we do lack a lot of we lack hospitality. We lack.
We lose money for
we
stuff
lack
like that.
executive boxes, things like that. We lack.
We have hospitality, but it's very minor.
It's
Like
minimal.
Blackpool have better hospitality than that.
It's minimal to say the
For an
least. So
example.
in terms of if we were ever to go up from the Championship and then into the Premier League, we'd have to. I mean, there'd have to be a massive investment.
There's a
in terms
golf
of
class as well in the stadiums.
yeah.
You
there
look
is.
at
I mean,
places like Ashton Gate. You look
it's
at
not even Aston Gate. You're looking at teams like Nottingham Forest, Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, but Ashton Gate for one is.
Yeah, of
You look
course.
at a stadium like that.
Fulham,
Bristol City, not the biggest club.
Yeah.
We're probably competing with
Yeah,
them
yeah.
on the levels of club.
Yeah, of
But
course.
they've just got a new, I think 27,000 seater stadium with hospitality
Yeah, yeah.
boxes, with all round.
Yeah, so in terms of like moving forward, we'd have to, if we were ever to aspire to be a Premier League club again,
Battling for Europe. again.
Right, but forget,
Obviously, that's a long way in the future.
yeah,
but
forget battling for Europe. If we're ever to aspire to be a Premier League club again,
stable Prem club.
a stable Premier League team,
We'll have to.
there'd have to be massive investment, whether that is a new ground,
Upgrade.
improve the new ground. But this is something that should be being talked about now, or at least being plans
As
in
we
place.
said earlier, North Stand's obviously having work done. South Stand
Yeah,
had
but
work done earlier.
But in terms of
Milton End plans have come out.
yeah, but in terms of like stadium redevelopment, like a new stadium, there's
we
no
do
way
need to upgrade this ground. I mean, yes, Bournemouth, obviously they're in the Premier League, but that's caught up with them.
in terms of but there's like
At the start, that was fine. They were spending 20 million on a player, but now they've realised they need that stadium upgraded.
yeah. In terms
And
of
obviously now it's
if there's a plan in place moving forward, we need to have either a new ground or massive redevelopments, which would obviously cost a lot of money.
yeah. Well, we had another one that was kind of an overall question: was do you think we can go up
Yes,
this season with the squad we have? Do you think we can go up?
yes.
Yeah. I would
So,
agree with you there.
I mean, that's not to say we will, we won't,
Well, I
whatever.
don't even know if it's going to happen yet.
If
Do
it's
we?
going to happen. Obviously, I think Coventry are probably
think they're
too
practically
far ahead to be
promoted
caught on a great run. I think anyone below Coventry, second all the way down to probably 10th place, has either got a chance of getting in the playoffs or certainly a chance of getting automatic promotion, one of those top two spots. But I think Coventry are.
Like the football they play as well.
I mean, they're 5 points clear. I think that's correct, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
With a game in
No,
hand.
actually, no. There's 7 of us, so they're 5 of second.
Yeah, so they're
There's
5 ahead
7
of
points
second with a
clear
game in
of
hand.
us.
So you're talking if they win the game in hand,
It's
8
points
points
clear
clear.
of the league,
Um,
and that would be with 8 games
I'm
left.
not. We played them twice this year. We drew 3-3 with them at home.
But we threw
We were
threw that
3-1
away.
up.
Obviously,
We're playing 9 men.
prefer if we didn't talk about that.
Yeah, that was awful. We played them away. We lost
we were there,
1-0.
weren't we?
84th minute goal on the break.
And we had our chances that day.
We did. Yeah,
could
so
have
I
taken
can't say
the
they're
result
any better than us, but in terms of like.
in terms of the way they play.
In terms of
that,
like consistency, getting results, home and away, they've done the job.
and
maybe
hats
that's.
off to, away. They don't have a home, do they? They've proved that
they're obviously
home atmosphere doesn't really.
yeah,
Obviously
of
for
course,
us
yeah.
it matters, but
yeah, so
they
fair,
don't need it.
fair play to them. But
hats off to Mark Robbins, the job he's done there though.
but there's other clubs there. You got to look at. They're probably a lot smaller clubs in Portsmouth.
Well, Fleetwood are up there.
Fleetwood, amazing effort. I mean,
Joey, but I mean, we may not like the man, but Joey Barton,
he's
he
done
has
a
done a
great
cracking
job
job.
there.
The way he's taken that club from mid-table mediocrity in the league
I mean,
to fighting.
I mean, that shows you what you can do. Obviously, I'm not denying they've probably got investment there.
Yeah, but
Bloody
look at the ground as well. It's
very
not
small ground.
I mean, it's definitely been done up. You look at that side stand, and
Well, I mean,
they've got hospitality.
yeah, I mean that could be another one punching for automatic promotion.
Well, you look at a couple
Or
of years ago,
playoffs
you
at
had
least.
Burton did it, didn't they? Burton got promoted and
exactly.
stayed there for a couple of seasons.
I mean, Wickham are a small club. I know they've slipped down. They're 8th in the league now.
They still started up there, didn't they?
But-
They proved that you
I
don't
mean,
need.
There's teams that are probably a lot smaller than Portsmouth, Sunderland, Ipswich, etc.
They're a lot smaller than us.
They're a lot smaller. Yeah.
Okay. You're going to start an argument here, aren't you?
But there's teams in fight there and thereabouts that you probably say.
Well, you look at what's happened to Bolton as well. Like they could have pushed us if they just got relegated and none of this financial stuff. They could have been up there.
Yeah, of course. But I think this year, whether it starts or doesn't start, this year is the year to go up because.
But the league's weaker in
If we-
terms of how sides
I
play.
mean, yeah, it is weak. Blake's right, it is weaker. I think if we went up next year, if we were still in that division next year, then you got the chance, and we'll have teams like
the three
Charlton,
that went up coming back down again.
Barnsley.
They
You could have Wigan coming back down. You
When
could
the
have
money behind Wigan is-
Middlesbrough struggling.
Yeah, they are.
So I think the league will be stronger
next
next year than it is now.
Well, even last year.
So
we
I think
had
this
our
is the
but-
chance. This is, in my view, this is the chance to go up.
And anyway, if we do go up, will we stay there? Because you look at Barnsley, Luton, and Charlton,
unless you're going to invest massively in the playing budget. I mean, I'm talking
and wage budget as well.
wage budget massively. Portsmouth will have to probably double their wage budget next year if they went up to the Championship.
More
No
than
doubt
that,
about
I'd
that.
say. If you
Yeah,
want to
Blake
stay
probably-
there.
If they wanted to actually stay in the Championship, you probably have to double the wage budget.
Because you look at Luton, Charlton, and Barnsley. All three of them went up last year,
Yeah.
and they're the bottom three.
Of course, yeah. I think
even Charlton, obviously, with the new owners, with the money behind them, they just
there'd have to be a huge. I mean, that's when we'll see if the Islanders are really serious about
taking the club forward.
If we did go up.
Because obviously there are clubs that have gone up and stayed there for seasons to come. You look at even Bournemouth, they've gone up and they went up again.
That's when we'll see if it is a serious. If it is a serious ambition to go higher and higher and higher. Because I mean they'll have to double the wage, like I said before, they'll have to double their wages.
They'll have to spend a lot of money on players.
Yeah, of course.
And obviously backroom staff. You have to look at.
Yeah, but across the board, if you the Championship from League One to the Championship is
a huge gap.
It's a massive chasm, huge. So
it's not getting any smaller either. Because they're getting all TV money from being on TV now, and we're League One get about 5 games a season on TV.
That's true. Right, anything else?
Yes, we had a couple from Lewis, obviously long-time subscriber. He said, I think this is more of a. He said, "What do you see happening to non-league teams during the coronavirus struggle?"
I think unless they have a massive support financially, some of them could go out of business. No doubt about it.
Well, yeah, they've already, some of their seasons, every season below National League South and National League North have been cancelled, haven't they?
I think unless they get help from the government or
they can afford it, possibly.
That's doubtful.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Clubs.
But there is a couple of clubs that have money behind them.
I think they need financial help. Otherwise, a lot of them could fold.
Well, that's no doubt, isn't it? You look at it, and they'll still be playing, or trying their best to pay everyone involved, and they're obviously not having any income in. So they're not getting money from gates. They're not getting money from actually playing, prize money. So that's a massive thing. The government obviously has better things to look at the minute, and obviously trying to help the country. Obviously setting up the Nightingale Hospital, brilliant idea. First one opened, I think, yesterday in London. Great idea that. 4,000 seater bed. I don't know when it opened, but the point is 4,000 beds. That's amazing for the country. They're going to build more of them as well. I read this morning about the Navy bringing in supplies and dropping them at Fratton Park for the people that need them in the city.
Yeah, that's true.
So food, drink, medical supplies, everything they need. If you're less fortunate, you're getting it delivered to you. So the government are doing a cracking job at the minute. Obviously Boris has caught it himself. Hope he gets well soon, obviously. It don't matter what you think of him or what you think of his party. It doesn't matter who it is. Yeah, everyone that's got it, everyone that's had it, we hope you're all alright.
We've got to wish them well, haven't we?
Yeah, and to anyone working in the NHS, once again, we said it last week, hats off to you.
Yeah, shout out anyone working in supermarkets, anyone working in
anyone
care,
working.
Anyone working at all. Fair play to you.
Yeah, and you're keeping this country on its feet.
Last question?
I think so. But we might have a little bit of a talk afterwards anyway. Well, this is one mainly for me. What made me want to start YouTube and what made me want to do ground hopping? Well, obviously watching YouTube about 2 or 3 years ago, it was something that I looked at and I thought, I'd like to do that because I can film what I enjoy doing. And like when you go to football, you kind of I'll enjoy the moment, but I'll capture it for myself to look back on. And as I was recording it anyway, I thought, why not record it for the people that can't go to football, for the people that may be ill, or for the people that can't afford to go. So I thought about recording games when we go away, and even some at home, to show to people that may not be able to get to football, or to show the atmosphere for the future, to remember what had gone on. And even ground hopping was an idea because I've been watching Smith, who obviously you've seen him, we've met him, amazing guy, and he does his On the Road series, which is amazing to watch. And ground hopping, obviously, there may not have been a lot of videos so far, but I like to get and see new grounds around the UK. Well, not just around the UK at the minute, because it's quite centralised at the minute. But I wanted to vlog how I felt at those grounds, and yeah, that's how ground hopping started. And obviously you come with me on all these journeys, don't you? You take me there.
I'll pay for them.
At the minute. Anyway.
I think we should wrap it up now.
Yeah.
Right.
There's not a lot else to talk about at the minute, is there?
Well, me and Blake got to say, everybody, stay safe, keep the faith, and down to the corona.
And in the comments, let us know what you're doing to keep yourself entertained. What are you doing to keep yourself entertained? Do you want to tell them what you did the other day?
What?
From here, where did you go? You had a walk, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a little walk from here to. I live in Farlington. I had a little walk to South Sea front and back, 10 miles. But yeah, it was all right.
Obviously via Fratton Park.
Bar Fratton Park, yeah.
I've been doing a lot of gardening, keep myself busy. Playing a lot of Xbox. Obviously that gets boring in the end. Playing a lot of football in the garden. But send us in anything on Instagram at Blake on Tour YouTube or Blake on Tour _YT.
Yeah.
Send in, if you're watching now, send us in any videos of you doing keepy ups, maybe with a toilet roll, or any challenges you've done, and they'll feature on the next video for sure, or the next one of these videos we do, which will probably be out next week again. But yeah, if you're in the NHS, if you're involved in anything that's working at the minute, if you've had corona, let us know in the comments, and we'll be sure to get back to you because we don't get a lot of comments. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Hoping for 200 subscribers by this weekend. We said it last weekend, we didn't quite hit it. How many likes can we get on this video? We got 12 last week. How many can we get this week?
20.
20 likes.
20 likes, please.
That's a big ask for this channel. It'll be one of the most liked videos. But please, go down below, click the like button, let us know your thoughts on the video, and what you want to see in the future. See you later, and out the blues.
Out the blues. Keep safe.